I'm from Cleveland, Ohio พูดภาษาไทยได้ค่ะ คุยกับคนไทย ฟังเพลงไทย
ดูหนังไทยไหมครับ
ดูทีวีเกาหลี ไปเที่ยวกันไหม จะไปก็รีบไป
I'm like shaking right now. Okay. Alright, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Janine and I do travel content and I'm a world traveler.
And you're originally from which country?
I'm originally from the US. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
What got you to like start traveling in the first place?
I think my brother, because he was an exchange student first, it was kind of my turn to go. And then after that, I just started seeing the world in a different way. And like the world seems so much smaller once you like leave home.
Yeah. What age was you when you first decided to like leave America to travel?
When I was an exchange student in Thailand, I was 15 and a half. So I turned 16 when I was living here. So I was quite young.
Wait, so when you were 15, you moved to Thailand by yourself?
Yeah, I was here for a year, but I lived with like a Thai host family, went to Thai high school. I was very well taken care of.
You wasn't scared at all?
Scared? Was I scared? I wouldn't say scared. I was like, I was a bit nervous of how things were going to go, how people were going to perceive me as like a black girl in Thailand. But I mean, everything worked out great and I had an amazing time living here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like face any like racism when you were there?
So that was 12 years ago. I wouldn't say racism is what I faced. I think that like it was like a completely different society and like the internet worked differently back then. We had YouTube, but you didn't see like young black women traveling in the same ways. When people would see me in my school uniform, they definitely were shocked. They would like take pictures of me, just like be shocked that I was like there, and especially like without family members around me. But also I think because in Thai culture, like, you know, they have like the body hierarchy, so they don't really touch the head. I think that was beneficial for me because in a lot of other countries, like people may unprovoked like come and touch my hair because they're like curious about it. Whereas in Thailand, it was like a very respectful boundary with our bodies, which I really liked.
So would you say your experience studying in Thailand was a good one?
It was an amazing experience. I learned Thai language. I enjoyed a lot of good Thai food and really got to like immerse myself in Thai culture. And I also have a lot of like strong connections with my Thai host family.
Wow. You were 15, you moved in a Thai household. What was that like? Could you tell us?
It was very interesting, but also my Thai host sister happened to be an exchange student in the US. So like we really got on very well and we were close in age. I do have another Thai host sister as well, but it was amazing. And my host family really treated me like their daughter. That really made the experience amazing. So yeah.
What about like the food? Was you used to it?
Listen, I eat pretty much everything, so it was easy for me because like Thai food is delicious. People always ask me if I can eat spicy food, and I can. It's not my favorite thing to eat because it always comes back to bite, but it's really good. I really enjoyed the Thai food, and yeah, I had a great year of food.
What would the meals be like that they made you?
My favorite meals would probably be like khao niao mu ping, and like, I mean, I would go to the market myself and like buy my food, and that was like a bonding experience. Like me and my host mom would go to the market and get food together. So
พูดภาษาไทยได้เหรอ
พูดภาษาไทยได้ค่ะ
เรียนกี่ปีครับ
1 ปีแล้วค่ะ
ว้าวเรียนที่ไหนครับ
ที่โรงเรียนสุขสันต์นารีค่ะ
อ่านแล้วก็เขียนได้ไหม
เขียนนิดหน่อยอ่านดีกว่าค่ะ
ว้าว
ใช่ค่ะ
สำเนียงก็ชัดมากนะ
คนไทยคิดว่าฉันพูดชัดเลยแต่ฉันพูดนิดหน่อยได้ค่ะ
ไม่นิดหน่อยนะเยอะนะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ว้าวเรียนทุกวันไหมครับ
ไม่เรียนทุกว่าฉันเรียน1 ปีแล้วฉันไปอเมริกาไม่เรียน
กลับอเมริกาแล้วก็ไม่พูดภาษาไทยเลย
จริงๆ
I'm like shaking right now because I'm like
It's
เก่งมาก
shocking.
You're really like good with languages then
In my brain, I want to be, but
You are
I'm not. Listen, if people ask me to speak Vietnamese, I'm like, Xin chào, cảm ơn. That's about it. I can say 1, 2, and 3, but that's it for my language skills. But I think the experience of being in Thailand, it kind of forced me to speak Thai because my host parents don't speak English as well. So when my host mom was sitting me down, she was like, you have to learn your address. You have to learn like how to say you need to get home. So these things were like very important. So she would like teach me things, and every day she would tell me, "Bai ting kaya, bai ting kaya," and I'm like, I don't know what this means. And then eventually I learned you got to take out your trash, and she would just say the same things over and over again, and then I'd get it, and that's how I learned my Thai.
มีแนะนำไหมเรียนภาษาไทย
I'm trying to think. เรียนทุกวันทุกวันคุยกับคนไทย ฟังเพลงไทยดูทีวีคนไทย
ฟังเพลงไทยไหม
ไม่ฟัง I know old songs like when I was here there were like popular songs ไปเที่ยวกันไหมจะไปก็รีบไป กินตับ
เดี๋ยวพี่พาไปกินตับ
That was like the popular song when I was here but it's like old but yeah
ดูหนางไทยไหมครับ
ไม่ดูดูทีวีเกาหลี
ทีวีเกาหลี
ใช่ค่ะ
อ๋อแต่ซีรีส์ไทยก็ดีนะ
ดีแต่คนไทยมีทีวี dramatic มาก
สนุกไหม
สนุกค่ะ
ชีวิตอายุ15ที่ไทยเป็นยังไง ไปโรงเรียนเป็นยังไงครับ รู้สึกอะไรครับ
เมื่อฉันไปโรงเรียนฉันอายุ15 ปีฉันมาจากประเทศอเมริกาแต่มีอีกนักเรียนแลกเปลี่ยนมาจากประเทศเยอรมัน she's my bestie
เพื่อนสนิท
ใช่ค่ะมีเพื่อนคนไทยและพี่สาวเป็นเพื่อนใช่ค่ะ
แล้วก็ไปโรงเรียนภาษาไทยทุกวันไหม or like is the class in Thai as well
ใช่ค่ะมีเรียนที่ภาษาไทยแต่ไม่เป็น serious class ฉันรำไทยเรียนเพลงไทยทำอาหารไทย so I had a lot of fun classes that I took during my studies and then I would get pulled out of class to do like individual Thai lessons but they were all taught in Thai like those classes.
What was your favorite part about Thai school?
I went to an all-girls school and so I think that getting to wear my school uniform and like not having to be around boys just like having that freedom was like really nice because there was like no pressure. I'm putting my outfit on, my uniform, I'm going to school, I look a little crazy but it's okay and everyone's just free.
And what's like the main difference between like American high school and Thai high school?
I think I really like when we take our shoes off. I like when we sit on the floor. I like the respect that we give our teachers, like just respectful of our elders. I think that that's like really important. Whereas in American school is like not like that, even though we are supposed to respect our elders. But I think there's just like a lot of like cultural rules that I kind of like. But I think maybe I like it because it was new to me.
So you say it's like generally more respectful in Thai culture?
Yes, I definitely think so.
What about like as a country as a whole, like Thailand compared to America, what would you say like the biggest differences are?
I think that the public transport is so much better in Thailand in general, and I think that's what makes traveling so much more accessible, and you can find different levels of travel to make it affordable for you. So if you want to go by tuk-tuk, you can. If you want to go by songtao, you can. If you want to go by motorbike, you can. And then there's buses, trains, SkyTrain. So I think these options make it accessible and affordable. It may take a long time, but you'll get there.
The transport in America isn't that great?
It's not great at all. And especially around the country, it's really hard to get from state to state. Within your community, it's probably easier to get around. But if you want to go pretty far, we have like buses. They're not always convenient. They're not always on time. At least the BTS is pretty punctual.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a black woman, do you recommend Thailand like as a safe place?
I feel very safe like living in Thailand and like the places that I've visited in Southeast Asia in general. I've felt relatively safe traveling around. I've even solo traveled here. What I will say is that some countries may have less exposure to black people in general, but I don't feel that I've had any negative reactions to me being black. I think in general it's a lot of curiosity, but I think Thailand specifically, I highly recommend Thailand. The people, the culture, the food, the environment, everything I really enjoy, and I think that like the Thai people are very receptive to other people of other ethnicities.
Okay. For like black women coming to Thailand, do you have any like advice for them or?
Definitely, I would recommend that they learn some simple phrases in Thai because I think it will really like bridge that gap. Just saying like "ขอบคุณมากนะคะ" and "สวัสดีค่ะ." These like little things like really bridge cultural barriers. And I think if you travel anywhere, I think black women coming to Thailand would be a beautiful thing to see because when I was here 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was getting like stares, whereas like now nobody pays me any mind and you can just like slip into it. And this is Bangkok, of course. In like more rural areas, of course, I get the stares, but I think that's like even in the US, if you're in a rural area where there aren't many people of different ethnicities, you'll get looked at. But it's really fine and you just have to have a good mindset as well.
Okay. What about the massage story? Can we mention that? Or what is it about?
This from yesterday. We were at the Chatuchak market and we wanted to get a massage. We had been walking around for like 3 hours straight. So we went to the massage place and of course, you know, I just start speaking English because like, I never know. I'm just like speaking English and telling her what's on the massage menu and they explain the menu like 4 or 5 times, and I was like เข้าใจแล้วค่ะ and they're like, oh, she can speak Thai, and then like we went to go sit down to do our massage, and it was like so funny, like the questions would come throughout my massage, you know, trying to relax, and then you're like, so why do you speak Thai? Why are you here? And so it was pretty funny, but they were overall nice. They really gave us a good massage.
People are like really shocked when you speak Thai.
I definitely would say that they are shocked. Yeah.
Do you find like Thai easy to pick up?
Easy, I would not think is the word. I don't really pay attention to my tones, and that's probably a no-no because there are a lot of words that can mean different things without the meaning of the tones. But I think in general, if you really try your best, the Thai people are very understanding for foreigners speaking Thai. But I think also that like learning vocabulary was very important to me. I like had my like Thai dictionary and I learned vocabulary. So if you have an arsenal of words, you can really say everything you want to because Thai has a lot of simple words that you can put together to make other words and make the meaning.
Have you got like an example?
If you learned like, I don't even know if it's like a prefix, but it's like ki means like you're doing something often or like it's like a pattern for someone. And like jai is also. So you have like greng jai, you have jai di jai. And like these words, if you put them together in different ways, mean different things. Even like nakriyen, naksuksa. Just like learning these words can help you create new words and like understand the meaning of other words. Yeah.
That's some good advice. Alright, so for the ดันแชทแล้วก็ฝรั่งเรียนภาษาไทย มีแนะนำนะ Currently you're living in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
But before you lived in Thailand,
Yes.
what would you say like the differences between Vietnam and Thailand?
Well, I think that when I lived in Thailand, I was based in Bangkok. So it was kind of like big city living. Whereas in Vietnam, I'm living in a more small town. The difference is like pretty big, but I think it's really important that I had both experiences. Living in a smaller town, I think is nice because I'm really living in the community and I interact with the community in a different way. Whereas in Bangkok, you can just go about your day and like not really interact with people if you don't want to. You can just like get your Grab delivery. You can, you know, just have everything so accessible. Whereas like here, if you want to get some good food, you're going to like somebody's living room and enjoying your meal. So I think that that's what like the best part is about like living in small town Vietnam.
Okay.
But the food is just as good. Thai is a little bit better.
Oh. For this trip, how many days have you been in Thailand?
I've been in Thailand for probably 3 days at this point, and I'll be here for a few more days, and I'll be going up north as well.
For the 3 days, how much money have you spent?
Ooh, so I went to the ATM and I pulled out like around $100 at first, and then I had to go to the ATM again because I was shopping a lot. But listen, around $150 so far, which is not too bad, especially because I've been spending money.
For the people in the comments, do you think that's reasonable for a tourist?
No, do not do like me. It actually is not that bad considering like if I'm talking about accommodation and travel, eating, and I've also been shopping, like I said, and getting massages as much as I can. I think it's not that bad, and I'll do it again.
Okay. Last question.
Yes.
Most of my audience are Thai,
Okay.
so have you got a message for them?
ขอบคุณมากนะคะฉันชอบคนไทยคิดว่าฉันพูดภาษาไทยเก่งมากแต่ฉันจะเรียนเมื่อฉันมีเด็กฉันอยากเด็กพูดภาษาไทยด้วยค่ะเพราะว่ามีครอบครัวคนไทยคนแม่ครอบครัวคนไทย host family ค่ะ ฉันอยากเด็กๆคุยกับคุณแม่คุณพ่อคนไทย
เก่งนะ
ขอบคุณมากนะคะ
Okay, thanks for your time today.
Thank you ขอบ
Thank
คุณ
you.
ค่ะ
ครับ That was awesome.